So, Forbes magazine is telling us that the girlfriends of high ranking tennis players are making millions of dollars off their lavish luxury lifestyle social media branding accounts. So, basically, what Gary Vee is doing with Monavand, we've got it going on with sports stars. Although, I don't know really who your customer is. Not really sure how disrespectful, how much more disrespect are we going to have to deal with? Gary Vaynerchuk, how much more disrespect from you and your rich fuck friends are we going to have to deal with? Because this is not professional. You're not professional. You're unprofessional. Everything about your brand is fucking unprofessional, from the clothes that you wear to the way that you speak to how you cuss. It's no longer a commodity. It's everybody's doing it, which means you're the fucking problem. Scumbag scam artists of your team who literally disrespect everyone they come into contact with, including your fiance, including the speakers on the stage at your weird ass conference where you let Peg Moore sign autographs. A simulation. Corruption, collusion, and espionage against the United States of America by Americans by a leader named Gary Vaynerchuk. Literally, Gary Vaynerchuk in the VCon 2022, I spent my money to travel to that shithole conference. Where standing in line after I was violently attacked many times throughout the weekend, by the way, disrespected by your team, by your community, disrespected, while you stood on your little stage acting as if you were so fucking happy as you made out with one of your customers. Where I'm standing in line for like an hour or two till His Highness came down to get the autograph. Oh, really, actually, it was for the photograph for my own social media account to prove who he was actually. And he did a great job because while standing in line, he had someone step in front of me to let me know how devalued I am by the entire community. Her name is Peg Moore. Oh, thank you. Her personality while I'm standing in line, as she's trying to violently attack me as I'm being a normal person, because they all have collusion, corruption, and espionage, and she's looking to make bank because she, after that event, and she got her psychopath encounter with Gary Vee, and he said, "I love you," and all the other bullshit that he fucking says, where there's a picture of them kissing on the lips for her profile photo. I guess you get around the block, Gary Vee. Where she then goes to New York City and does some weird brunch thing. I think she has the butterfly brunch or some shit. Where she's then seen in Miami in their corruption ring of collusion, where she's winning awards with Women, World of Women, because Gary Vaynerchuk gave her a free pass and a free ride. So violent abuse is all that you're up to. Where you then invite her to speak on stage at VCon, where she's completely erratic, rude, and disgusting, where she speaks to absolutely nothing. Just like your fiance, Monavand. Just like everybody else on the stage. Abso-fucking-lutely nothing. Why did you even fucking go? Oh, to make your social media presence known? To friends, family, stranger yourself into existence? Because if you're not part of their crew, you are definitely not worth shit. According to Gary Vee, that is. If you're new to the group, raise your hand. Motivans in the front, everybody take a look. Everybody take a look at the front row. Motivans sitting there. Take a look at Gary Vaynerchuk as he's kissing her, hugging her, and holding her hand and catering to her when you're the customer. Bringing no value to anyone except for Mona Van, because she really was inspired by her own speech. Don't forget that him and Jay Shetty are besties, and him and Lewis Howes are besties, and all the other fuckers on the stage who have large followings are all he produced in video associated to that conference, by the way. A simulation of existence with kids who have nothing to fucking offer, including to the fact where he told an old lady that she was still young. She's 98 years old. That's called a simulation of existence. Any day she'll be kicking the bucket and it'll be a blip on the radar, just like when you leave the planet. Just like when Mona Van leaves the planet. And hopefully we never have to look at your faces again. Although you as an audience just really love Gary Vee and all that he has to offer because he gives you a free ride while talking about an 8th place trophy. You're not friendly? He says you're friendly. That's an 8th place trophy. He says hello in a very, very upbeat, friendly way. You're in a pissy mood. He uplifts you. You still hold on to the pain and the anger of what has been done to you by Mona Van, but you got the picture. Now you're in a good mood. 8th place trophy. He then makes a post and a comment that says, forgiveness is key to living a great life. Forget about all the abuse and the violence that I've done to you with Mona Van. That is my fiance now, he says. That is my future, he says. And then it happens again when he says that he's with a fiance to a bunch of RAPER roofers who are getting paid by the government to abuse America. All part of his Ponzi scheme of delivering himself into the financial empire that he's always desired so that he can look cool while getting his 8th place trophy. Just because you get your ass on an airplane where you're sitting on your ass and then you sit on a stage for an hour and answer the same questions over and over and over and over again, you might want to take a look in consideration that you haven't evolved your audience. You've actually created terrorists. And now you're engaged to one, and then you become one, because who you listen to is who you become. And who you hang out with is who you actually are. So I guess that means I'm a golden doodle, and two other dogs. But you don't have any feeling on the things that you've done to me, because that's actually who you are, Gary Vee. That is actually who you are. You don't give a shit about anyone else. You just say, hold yourself accountable. You should actually take a look at your own behavior and see yourself and hold yourself accountable for all the fucking bullshit that you have put me through. You should take a look at what your community has put me through, including your rich ass loser bullshitters. Your women friend with their legs spread eagle. This is not that fucking hard.